what's in the way? Often in our own way. I need to go somewhere, I can't, there's something in the way. That thing might be me. What do I do about that? Thinking about when you want to do something and find yourself in your own way. It's like, I want to do it, but somehow I just feel stuck. I feel shut down, or maybe I feel like I can't, or just frozen, or there's something going on in the body that's like, I want to do the thing, but I can't do the thing, or I'm not doing the thing, or I'm doing something other than the thing. And there's a million other things that I'm doing apart from the thing. So typically what that's all about, this kind of procrastination response, or this shutdown, or this I can't move response, is some lack of feeling of safety in the system. Maybe something like a shutdown or a freeze, like a high anxiety tone that's like, I got to do something about this, I got to do something about this, coupled with a I can't, I'm completely helpless, I'm completely stuck, moving around between those two things. So if you're not doing the thing that you need to be doing, and I heard a good definition of love recently, which is doing what's needed. And so if you're not doing the thing, maybe the thing that you need to do is right here, right now. Like maybe there needs to be some kind of connection to yourself, because that connection will give you energy. So we're going to have a little look at that now and just start to investigate into what might be holding us back from doing the thing, and see if we can appease some of those feelings. All right. Hand on belly, hand on chest. Start to tune into the body. Notice what you notice. Notice where your breathing's at, tempo, pace of your experience. You're feeling very agitated, very high tempo. You're feeling very shut down, very low tempo. Or maybe something between the two of those things. We'll start tapping at the beginning of the eyebrow. I need to do the thing. There's something I really need to do. I really need to do this thing. Why am I not doing this thing? Paying attention to all these thoughts. Noticing all these anxious thoughts. Noticing all these feelings of helplessness. I don't feel like I can do the thing, but I need to do the thing. I don't feel like I can do the thing, but I need to do it. I'm always in my own way. I get so frustrated and angry with myself. I keep trying to push forward, but there's something holding me back. My system won't cooperate. Sometimes that feels so frustrating. I start to get really annoyed with myself. And then I seem to shut down even more, because I'm trying to use force. And whenever I use force, somebody pays. And that's usually me. Especially when I'm trying to force myself. The harder I push, the harder I push back. All these feelings of helplessness. I don't know how to get myself moving. I don't know how to get myself unstuck. I don't know how to get myself mobilized. I'm really curious about these thoughts, because on some level I know I have the capacity on some level, I know that I could physically do it. But for some reason, my system's just not responding. Maybe it feels scared. Maybe there's something it needs before it can give me what I need. I'm willing to give my system what it needs. I really want to understand what my system needs. Because I really want it to give me what I need. And I really want to cooperate with it. Because I really want it to cooperate with me. And I would really love us to collaborate together. I think we could be a really good team. And so I'm willing to let go of my feelings of frustration. And when I say let go, I don't mean trying to force them out of the way. I mean let myself have them. While relaxing my whole body. And relaxing the muscles of my face. And letting myself breathe into them. And opening the gates so they can be felt, explored, understood, and met properly. I really want to meet myself here. And I really want to commit to doing that. Because wherever I'm at is where I need to meet myself. So I'm willing to slow things right down. Slow down right here, right now. And be completely present and attentive. To listen to what my system needs. And give it what it asks for. I need to restore this connection. I need to restore this connection with my body. And as I take the time to restore the connection, things might start to flow again. And it might not always look exactly how I want it to look. Even though my mind has some idea of how it wants things to be. And it keeps hitting me with a stick. To try to bend me into that shape of how it wants things to look like. Because maybe it doesn't feel safe too. Maybe it doesn't feel safe as it is. And maybe that's why it wants things to be different. And so maybe I need to connect with that part of myself too. To slow down and allow the space. For things to reorganize in my system. My mind has all these really great ideas. But sometimes it can feel overwhelming. And before I've even taken the first step, my mind has built it out so big that it just seems insurmountable. So then I don't even take the first step. I get too overwhelmed. I get too anxious. I shut down. And then I get frustrated. And then comes the shame. Or the guilt. Or both. I'm willing to rupture this cycle. Create a break. And give myself exactly what I need. Because that's the only way I'm going to cooperate. It's the only path to collaboration. If I'm connected to myself, then I can be in flow. And things might materialize in a very different way. And I'm really open to that. So all this frustration and angst, all this self-shaming, all this criticism and judgment, maybe that's how I was educated. And that's how I was taught to treat myself. But I'm really starting to see a limitation in that. I don't want to do that anymore. I want to be on my own side. I want to have my own back. I want to listen carefully and deeply. I want to be attentive to my body. I want to listen to what it needs. And I want to commit to giving it that. Because when I give it what it needs, it'll give me what I need. And then we both get what we need. And maybe we also both get what we want. That sounds like a way better relationship. And it might not always be easy. And I'm probably going to get it wrong. But I'm willing to commit to that idea. That I could be in good relationship with my system. That we could both give each other what we need. Without using force or coercion. but instead using connection. It just sounds way healthier. And I'm willing to make that my practice. I'm willing to commit to the health of my body. I'm willing to commit to connection with myself. I'm willing to be here and show up. As a good steward of my mental, physical, and emotional well-being. Taking a deep breath. Roll the head a little bit. Roll the shoulders. Taking another deep breath. Sitting back into the chair. Shaking it out. All of that anxious, angsty energy. Just diffusing it through the hands, through the arms, rolling the shoulders again. Breathing into the stomach. Being at peace. All right, hopefully that was helpful. I know through making these videos that I've had to move through a lot of this kind of, we call it resistance, but really it's like, oh, I want to go this way, but there's a part of me that's not aligned with that. And typically that is just a part of me does not feel safe to move in this direction. A part of me does not feel safe to kind of move out of where I am. And so that's the primary objective. Okay, I need to work on this connection, because connection is what restores that feeling of safety. And as soon as you start to connect and you can start to feel safe again. And as soon as you start to feel safe again, that's when this movement naturally and organically starts to happen. So no more forcing, no more pushing. Don't worry about getting that wrong. You'll probably mess it up a load of times. I know I have and probably will continue to do as well. But that as an idea, just letting that idea percolate and sit with you, that connection before correction, rather than I need you to be something different first, I need you to do this thing and then I'll connect with you. Reverse that. I'll connect with you first, then you can feel safe, and just let that safety organically drive a new kind of motivation. So hopefully that was helpful. Any comments, suggestions, anything like that, feedback, you can leave below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.